hustled back, got a little too over-aggressive and committed the foul.
That sends number 11, Jared McCune, to the free throw line for the Conquistadors. McCune, 6'2" senior. There's timeout on the court with 2 minutes and 39 seconds remaining in the first half. The Conquistadors 25, the Tigers 15. I'm Gene Lynch along with Dan Troop, and we'll be back with more basketball action here at Cabrillo right after these messages.
Cabrillo versus San Luis Obispo. Second quarter, about 2 minutes, 35 seconds remaining until halftime. Cabrillo leading 25-15. We have Jared McCune stepping up to the free throw line to shoot. A 1-and-1.
McCune is a stalwart, both offense and defense. He's not very flashy, and he doesn't appeal to the crowd in terms of waving his arms and a lot of hand pumping and jumping up and down. He just gets it done in a quiet, efficient kind of way. He throws in a free throw here, makes it 26-15, and he gets them both. It's 27-15, a lead back to 12 for the Conquistadors here in the second quarter at Cabrillo High School Gymnasium. Walters gets it inside to Martin. The pass from Youngling. Martin being pressured by Shell and throws up a prayer. Stolen by number 25, Ball. And Cabrillo now, a chance to enlarge that lead. McCune being really pressured by Walters. Walters probably the hardest working Tiger on the court. Look at him. He wants to go where the ball goes. Working hard against McCune underneath. Rogers. Ball. So Cabrillo now just being very patient. They can afford it. And Rogers that time let the ball get past him. He was already making a break to the basket, and just his arm was about 4 inches short.
Yeah, Doug Ball was there looking for someone to pass to, and AJ got there just a tad late. As he said, was thinking probably about going back to the basket with that ball, and done him.
1:40 remaining in the half. Walters by McCune, and McCune that time gets a hand on the basketball off the dribble, slaps it out of bounds. The Tigers will take it out underneath their own basket.
I'm real impressed with Cabrillo's defense so far. They've been applying a lot of pressure, and it's been paying off for them.
San Luis Obispo just not able to buy a field goal here tonight. Walters dishes to Edmondson. Edmondson gets a layup, his first, and he's had several opportunities. And it's 27-17. The lead now is 10. Rogers being pressured out front. McCune. And McCune being whistled for the travel as he tried to cut between two defenders. So the aggressive defense has taken Cabrillo out of their offensive pattern.
McCune had about 3 arms on him that time, stripped 3 times, and eventually...
Double dribble that time as Al Greenberry slapped that ball into the lap of number 22, Scott Youngling, and Youngling put it back on the court, and that is a double dribble, and oftentimes that's missed, but Coach Chris Brooks didn't miss it.
Coach Brooks was right on top of that call.
Rogers across the timeline for the Conquistadors. Shell looking for Pike. Pike been kind of quiet here. He had a good first quarter and been quiet here in the second quarter, and he can't get it through the legs to Rogers, and it goes over to the Tigers. Valenzuela brings it across. Youngling working against Greenberry. Walters against McCune. Nice quick step, and he's got the layup. Pike couldn't get there in time, and the lead is now 8. So the Tigers have trimmed this lead in half here in the second quarter.
It was a real nice move by Martin.
And McCune takes it right back, can't get it to fall. Greenberry can't get it down. And finally the rebound controlled by the Tigers. So the first quarter was all Cabrillo. The second quarter has been largely San Luis Obispo Tigers and their aggressiveness on both ends of the court.
Found their shooting touch inside. Again, most of their points are coming from inside. We have a lot of penetration by the guards, dishing off or going it themselves.
Walters to Valenzuela, and he shuffles the feet before putting the ball on the court, and it's a turnover. Valenzuela's got that quick shot. As I mentioned before, Robin Ventura, if you remember, several years ago, you throw him the ball, and it looked like he just caught it and shot it in one motion, and Valenzuela pretty much that same motion. Pike on the breakaway against Edmondson, and he gets it down and draws a foul. That'll be the big man's 4th personal foul, and that's a tough one. here in the first half with 2 seconds remaining. Pike gets the basket, makes it 29-19, and he'll go to the line to shoot one. And that's the 4th personal on big number 35, Paul Edmondson.
It's the wrong time to pick up your 4th foul with only a couple seconds remaining in the first half.
At the line is Andy Pike. And Pike gets the free throw. His 10th point. The inbounds pass stolen by Greenberry, and he can't get the desperation shot to fall. And at the end of the first half here at Cabrillo High School, it's Cabrillo 30 and the San Luis Obispo Tigers 19. We'll be back with the second half of basketball action here at Cabrillo High School after the messages from these kind people. 19, the Conquistadors on top of the San Luis Obispo Tigers, and in the crowd, there you see Reggie Ettridge, who has been named Division 8 All-CIF running back in California. What an extraordinary honor for Reggie and for Dale Shell, number 13, out on the court right now.
Good thing for Cabrillo that they have Mr. Ettridge back for next year as well.
Yeah, redshirt him, I think.
Couple years.
Underway here in the second half, out of bounds to the San Luis Obispo Tigers. That's number 10, Robbie Walters with the ball. Out to 21, Sean Martin. That's Benji Valenzuela. He gets it inside to 32, Nate Eklund, and it translates 2 points for San Luis Obispo. 30-21, the lead at 9, and it's man-to-man, full-court pressure. Williams to McCune, and Cabrillo a little bit out of control. They're having trouble with this press. Williams puts it up early, in and out, follows up, is snuffed by number 21, Sean Martin, and it's the other way with the black shirts. Walters back to Martin, and 2 more points. San Luis Obispo just coming out with a vengeance here in the third quarter, Dan.
Obviously, the coach talked to him at halftime, pointing some things out, and they've made a few adjustments.
Walters, or rather, Williams dished off to Dekishawn Rogers, and Rogers, crashing the lane, gets fouled on the shot, and he'll go to the line, shoot 2.
Number 21, Martin, tried to get away with another block, just like his earlier play. Got caught this time. Fouled Dekishawn, and he'll be at the line to shoot 2.
If you can't get the first one, the lead is 7. At one point in this ballgame was 15. At halftime was 15 or thereabouts. We check with our statistician Ace, or is it our Ace statistician? Score now 31-23 as Rogers throws in the second of 2 free throws. Walters to Valenzuela. Youngling inside to Martin. Martin, under a lot of pressure, gets the shot in. Nice effort by number 21, Sean Martin. So the black-clad San Luis Obispo Tigers really putting the pressure on the Conquistadors on both ends of the court, and you saw it there as the defensive pressure leads to a turnover. Ooh, should have been a whistle and wasn't. Shell, boom! Dale Shell lights up the crowd. 33-25.
Should light up the Cabrillo offense as well. Nice slam dunk by Shell.
Martin has his shot partially blocked by Carlton Williams. McCune with the rebound. Rogers brings the ball up under control. Shell working against Martin. Martin with a nice hand check. Inside to McCune. McCune from the baseline can't get it down, and great rebounding position that time by Benji Valenzuela. Lead pass to Martin over Shell. No good. Williams with the rebound. Carl Williams is more concerned about why Mel Gadsden wasn't blowing the whistle than he was taking care of the ball and managed to travel. He may be right, but he turned the ball over.
He was talking about a foul there. Probably did get fouled, but it wasn't called. You got to continue to play.
McCune with the steal. 2-on-2. Pike makes himself heard from here in the third quarter. Pike had a great first quarter and pretty much was dormant in the second quarter. Picks up 2 more here in the third. It's 35-25. The lead back to 10 points for Cabrillo.
I noticed that San Luis didn't start the big guy for the second half. It's be a good time for the Twin Towers to take advantage of that and get some baskets inside.
Valenzuela drives the key. And a nice touch off the glass gets 2 more points. It's 35-27. And the Conquistadors need a timeout here with 4 minutes and 59 seconds remaining in the third quarter. It's an 8-point Cabrillo lead, 35-27. We'll be back with more after this. Third quarter, full court pressure by the Tigers, a 35-27 lead by Cabrillo. 3-on-2. Rogers, Pike. Nice soft touch off the front. Rogers with the rebound. Underneath the basket, can't get it. Pike off the glass. So the white shirts now dominating the offensive backboards, and they've got to do that. They lost dominance in the second quarter.
I noticed Cabrillo's guards do a lot of rebounding as well, but you get Pike and Shell in there with the help of those guys, the guards inside. Right now is the time to really hit the boards.
Nobody in Cabrillo with real foul trouble as Martin puts the ball up from 17 and gets it. It's 37-29. Long lead pass to Shell. Shell with the slam dunk and draws the foul from number 21, Sean Martin. I'll tell you, Sean Martin has just caught fire here in the second and third quarter. He's a senior, 6'3", 180-pounder, and he's playing well. He hustled right back and gave Shell all he wanted.
He's got a nice touch. Shell's a strong kid. Tough to block a dunk like that.
Three personal fouls on number 21, Sean Martin. And they can't afford to have him on the bench. Shell. Free throw is really making progress. He didn't make that shot, but the form is much better, and by the time league play rolls around, Dale Shell is going to be a little bit stronger from the line. McCune causes the loose ball. Rogers takes it to the hole, can't get it down. McCune throws in the rebound. So A.J. Rogers, Dekashawn Rogers, and Jared McCune team up for 2 more Cabrillo points, and it's 41-29. Lead now 12 for Cabrillo.
McCune's got those quick hands. That's about his second or third steal. Second I know of in the second half so far.
Valenzuela is yet to get it to fall. Ball's on the court. Williams draws the foul for number 10, Robbie Walters, the 5'9" senior. That's his third.
It's another man San Luis doesn't want to lose between Walters and Martin. They're just about carrying the whole load for.
Well, they spend a lot of calories, don't they?
They sure do. That number 10 Martin's all over the court. He's the fourth kid who's covered this.
Oh my, what a play. Sorry to interrupt, but that was a nice feed from Pike. Shell gets 2 more points, and it's 43-29. So Walters, number 10, and 21, Martin, the real Spitfires here for the Tigers. Look at Martin down the lane, just lowered the shoulder and took the step around McCune. And it's 43-21, the lead back to 12. 3 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Still man-to-man full court pressure. Shell against Martin. We got a personal foul being called against number 32, Nate Eklund, and Eklund drew that foul simply by backing in to Andy Pike. He had position. If he just stood there, Pike had been the fellow drawing the foul.
Yeah, it looked like he had good position down there. Backed it in with the body.
Shell in the air, can't get it to fall. There's not a coach in the world to tell you to shoot that shot, but it looked pretty good there.
Yeah, it looked like a set play there. It nearly worked.
Martin working against Williams. Valenzuela around Rogers, back to Martin. Sean Martin's a great looking touch. When he gets just a half a count, he's ready to go. Sean Martin makes it 43-33. Shell's full court outlet pass to Rogers goes nowhere. Pike from 3-point range just drills it off the front of the rim. It's still loose on the court. Still loose, and out of bounds to San Luis Obispo.
Still think they should drive that ball inside. It's been working for them.
Now the big man into the basketball game for San Luis Obispo, Paul Edmondson, 6'6", 185-pound junior. He's got 4 personals, number 35. He'll be working against Andy Pike. Look at those two go at it. They're not bashful. I think coach has told him to go out there and establish himself.
He's doing just that.
Martin having trouble controlling the ball, working against Jared McCune. Walters inside to Pike. He was the only man open inside. It's 3-on-1 over to Shell. Shell with a soft touch. Puts it in over an outstretched Scott Youngling. So Dale Shell making his presence known, 45-33. Walters inside to Edmondson, off Edmondson's hand, off Shell's hand, and out of bounds, San Luis Obispo.
Looks like Cabrillo wants to up the tempo even a little more pressure, putting Greenberry into the lineup.
Dale Shell with 18 points here with 1:40 remaining in the third quarter. A.J. Rogers, good hustle, gets the lay-in. And A.J. Rogers right up around the rim that time.
Pure speed on that. That was just pure speed. He got him that steal and the easy bucket.
47-33, lead back to 14. And Martin, Sean Martin, fights with number 3, Rich Ungehauer. And they slap it out of bounds. It'll be to the white shirts. Shell is going to get a well-deserved rest. Number 25 into the ballgame, Doug Ball for Cabrillo. Pike across the timeline under pressure from Sean Martin.
It's nice that the big guys can handle the ball so well, because it really makes breaking the pressure a lot easier when your big guys can handle the ball.
Shell working against Martin inside to McCune. Back to Shell. Nice feed by Jared McCune. That's what we're talking about. Jared McCune just going about the business of playing basketball. Gets the assist with Pike, gets the points.
Quietly goes about his business, but really is effective out there on the court.
14 points for Andy Pike so far in the ball game. Most of those coming in the, in fact, 10 of those in the first half. He had 5 in each of the first 2 quarters. And I would have thought most of those came in the first quarter. 49-33 with 52 seconds remaining on the clock. Into the ball game for Cabrillo is number 31, Brian Weber, replacing Andy Pike. And for the San Luis Obispo Tigers, Aaron Keep, number 11, replaces Valenzuela.
I think Coach Brooks wants to get the big guys a little bit of rest at the end of this period, get them back strong for the fourth.
Steal by Al Greenberry. It's 2-on-1, and Greenberry elects to take it all the way himself and draws a foul from number 21, Sean Martin. Greenberry that time had A.J. Rogers, Decashawn Rogers on the right. Maybe could have gone to him, but was in full control of the basketball and made a nice move to the hole.
Oh, it looks like
Lord.
They call it on the drive before the shot.
Okay. Out of bounds. Cabrillo. Ball. It's still loose on the court. Jared McCune making like a football conquistador and picks up a personal foul.
There's another example of those guards hitting the boards hard.
As a matter of fact, fouls on Aaron Keep, number 11 for San Luis. I thought it was McCune as he was throwing those blocks out there.
He went down hard, sounded like.
Mouthpiece doesn't do Greenberry a lot of good when it's hanging out his cheek, does he? Greenberry, who has been very strong during the winter break for the Conquistadors. A great leaper. Keep leading the break for San Luis. Takes one too many steps as he kind of gets one foot across the other. And the turnover gives the ball to the white-clad Cabrillo Conquistadors.
Looked like he tried to stop and pivot, but he continued to walk and took a couple steps, and the ref again right there to make the call. Correct call.
Weber takes the inbounds pass. It's 49-33. Desperation shot at the buzzer is no good. So Cabrillo at the end of 3 quarters enjoys its biggest lead of the ball game. 16 points, 49-33. We'll be back with the final 8 minutes of basketball here at Cabrillo High School after this break.
Oh, we have 8 minutes left. Fourth quarter. Jared McHugh going to take the ball out. Gets it into Greenberry.
Greenberry hard to the hole. Picks up the offensive foul, and I'll tell you, we'll do all sorts of kowtowing and kudo throwing to Nate Eklund, number 32. He stood there and took it.
That's gutsy.
It's hard to coach.
You have to be brave. Yes, it's very hard to coach. Guys don't like to stand there and take that punishment. Good basketball players will do it.
San Luis, 16 points to make up here in the fourth quarter. And the foul going to be called on number 11, Jared McCune. Could have been on McCune. could have called it on Rogers. He was pushing him from behind. So either way.
McCune with those quick hands. Looked like he got away with another one. Ref caught him from behind.
Cabrillo in the bonus here in the fourth quarter. San Luis Obispo not in the bonus.